Now you will learn how to define overlaps if the bar is longer than the maximum set length in the general Allplan options. We will show this example on the continuous beam. The continuous beam has already been modeled in drawing file 100. Cross-sections have been created in the drawing file 1051 and the drawing file 1001 for reinforcement has been set to current. The beam is 20 meters long and maximum bar length is 14 meters because of the transport limits. Go to Bar Shape command and choose the Freeform option from the drop-down menu. We will use the parameters as they are already defined in the palette. Input the straight bar from start point to the end point of the beam. Since the drawn bar is longer than the maximum value of 40 meters, a new tab appears in the palette, Split Polygon. In section 2.2, you can see that two ticks have been appeared indicating the overlap. You can set up the details of the overlaps in the Split Polygon tab. Here you can set the desired schema showing different splitting types, or you can choose it in drop-down menu. There are 4 types: rest at end of polygon, rest in center of polygon, rest at start and end of polygon, and equal lengths. Depending on the selection, the position of overlap is changing. Select the first type, rest at end of polygon. If you click on 3 dots beside the overlap length, you can see which setting is Allplan using to automatically calculate the overlap length. Now we have 2 bars, so if you expand this part, you can see the exact length of each one. You can change their lengths and define your own overlap length. When you are satisfied with the settings, press the Escape key to continue with the command. Now place label for each bar. The selected bar will be shown in red color. The label is now 0 feet 12, so you need to define the placing line in another cross-section. Activate option Align in Input option window and click on lower edge of the beam in cross-section 1.1. Change concrete cover to 3 cm in the properties. Set the number of pieces to 3 and spacing to 7 cm. Press Escape to exit the command. Now place the label in the cross-section. You can see in the cross-section 2.2 that the number of pieces for the mark number 1 is now correct. If you look at clipping line for cross-section 1.1, you can notice that in section 1.1 only mark number 1 is visible. That means that you need 1 or more transversal cross-section. You can do it just after finishing next step, and that is placing the label in cross-section 1.1. All labels for mark number 1 have been updated. Now place mark number 2. For that, first generate another transversal cross-section. Activate the appropriate drawing file in Building Structure for cross-sections. You can copy the existing clipping line to the other location, then right-click on it, and from the drop-down menu choose the Create Section command. Place cross-section 3.3 at the other side of the beam element. Now go to Place Bar Shape command and continue with placing mark number 2. You can select the bar to be placed in plan view or input the mark number in the command line. Activate option Align in Input option window and click on the lower edge of the beam in cross-section 3.3. Press the Escape to continue with the label placement. Place label for mark number 2. In 3D model, all bars and overlaps can be clearly seen. Just assign higher level of beam transparency in the object palette so that the bars are better visible. Place the partial schema for mark number 1 and mark number 2. You can use the dimension line to annotate their overlap. Thank you for your time and see you in the next video tutorial.